What's up, y'all? You know what's going on. It's your girl, Arie, a.k.a. Big Arie, and you're watching Immediately Kinfolk.
Immediately, Kinfolk. Immediately, yes. Immediately. Once again, it's on Immediately Kinfolk Podcast, one hard podcast. And right now, we are sitting next to a young queen, a black Barbie that is having motion. You know what I mean?
Yes, big motion.
Big motion.
Big motion.
A lot of y'all would have more motion, but you in your emotions. If you drop the E off of the motion,
man.
You would have some real motion.
Sorry, not sorry.
Right.
We're sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because this black Barbie got a little hit going on.
Don't play with Arie Little in the
Big
building,
Arie.
man.
Arie, how you doing? Big Low. It's Big Arie.
Big Arie.
Yeah.
B-I-G.
B-I-G.
A-R-I-E.
Indeed.
Hey, man. Say, man.
That's hard.
Immediately, yes.
Big Arie.
So walk me through behind the grind of you. Now, first of all, how old are you and where are you from?
I'm 15 and I'm from Memphis.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Whole lot of
15
Memphis.
years old.
Yeah.
So I gotta really get into this situation because female queens are winning in hip hop right now. That's what's winning.
Yep.
Regardless of anybody, I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, what's going
But
on
that's
right
what's
now?
winning. You know what I mean? I
that's
was
right.
in the club in Atlanta last Friday, and I was in there, and I go to the club to listen. You know what I mean? Because I don't never want to be one of these OGs that don't keep his ear to the street and what's going on with music. So I go and I listen, and I just watch the club go crazy off of the Sexy Reds, Lotto, but Sexy Red in particular had the energy. And I heard your song, Sorry Not Sorry, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, yeah, that's the energy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Immediately,
but
yes.
What I liked about your music is that it didn't curse.
Right.
And it was confident, but it wasn't disrespectful.
Immediately, yes.
Is that something that you will continue to do, or you aim to do, or you told to do? Or
It wasn't I wasn't forced to do it, that's for sure. I feel like if you're smart enough, if you have enough sense, you don't have to use cuss words in your
sense.
songs. So like if your vocabulary is large enough, you don't gotta cuss.
and you're big, so you know what I mean?
Big Arie.
Big vernacular.
Can't
So
get
big
that.
vernacular. You know what I mean? I think that's dope because I think it sets you apart. What I do want to say about today's hip hop is that it's a lot of carbon copies. Mm-hmm. A lot of okay, I see you doing this, so I'm gonna do this. And I think what you spoke speaks to the fact of being able to be original. You know what I mean? You can be. I always say, man, the thing is to as a young artist to be able to do is to, you got to recreate the wheel, but you got to be able to make a better tire. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Bars.
And I think that's what you're doing when I hear this. And I like the energy of it. So who produced this one?
Him.
Oh, you produced it?
Yeah, him.
Oh, okay.
Don't boost his head up. Don't
Immediately,
boost his head up.
man.
Immediately, yes. It's got the Memphis energy. You know what I mean? I like the energy in the record. You've been doing some performances. I know I performed at FedEx at the Memphis Grizzlies New Year's Eve the last 2 years, but my understanding is that you've been doing some performing at the Grizzlies and rocking some stadiums. Tell me about that.
That was the best thing that ever happened to me, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, it was just so surreal. Like,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Lights it out there, everybody rocking with you.
And then it was a sold out game.
Yes,
So that
it's
was
beautiful.
that was just even better. The dancers, the song, the vibes. It was just.
It's preparation.
Like, I had so many
Choreo and
pictures.
everything.
Yes, I had so many pictures. I still got a bunch of pictures.
I think that prepares you too. I think it sets the bar, you know what I mean, for you to be able to go out there and go tour.
Indeed.
And to be able to do a real production. You have the choreography, being able to be in unison with your music because that gets you ready. Yeah. And I think it's great. I mean, I would have wished to be able to do the FedEx Forum when I was in high school.
At 15.
At 15.
Don't play with
if you're already doing the FedEx Forum at 15, we gotta definitely be doing. We're gonna be a world tour by the time you graduate. Like, what's
And
going
then
on?
I think she going back to the form, ain't she?
I might be
doing
going.
it again?
I might. I don't want to make no promises, but I might.
Oh, okay.
It's a possibility.
Immediately, yes. Immediately. Well, I think I'm going to be going back this year too. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely be supporting the Grizzlies, even though the Grizzlies is right now.
Yeah.
I'm still.
I don't want to talk about
I'm standing on Grizzlies. I'm standing on Grizzlies.
I'm feeling so.
I stand on it. However, we haven't won a game yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully, by the time this interview comes out, we have won something.
Something.
But
Please.
really, I'm gonna say it like this: our season opener is December 19th. when Ja Morant
Yeah,
comes
when
back.
Ja Morant
That's when we
comes back.
started. I think, you know what I mean? So, you know, and I think you might be coming after that, I heard. Maybe.
Yeah.
So,
Mike?
yeah, I think things are going to be getting better for us. After Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So who do you listen to? Who do you like?
Oh, this is ghetto. Don't start.
You're not on trial. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What you got?
Let's see. Big Boogie, Boosie,
I'm big dude.
Sexy Red.
Okay. Sexy
Who
Red.
else?
That's my dance right there.
You like I was saying this. What was it? Was
Sexy Red
interviewing.
get bumping, I ain't gonna lie.
No, she got energy. I was saying it was amazing to me how we were in Nashville. That's the AKA thing too. I think AKA is my Sue Sexy Red. But what I'm saying is this: I was at Boosie. Boosie has a lot of young fans.
What?
He's
I told
older.
you that.
We went to, and I saw who was at TSU in Nashville, and we interviewed Glow and Glitter Gloss, Big Gloss. And I was just out there with them, and we were like, man, when Boosie came out, you know, and I was like, wow, like, you know what I mean? I see young kids really, you know, young queens and kings get into him, you know what I mean? I think it's because he stands out when he speaks, you know what I'm saying? I think he's socially relevant as well, you know what I mean? So I think that's it.
Setting it out.
What inspires you? What do you like to do outside of music? Because I see you're pretty fresh, you know what I mean? Like I see you like to drip.
I can dress for real. Okay, that's one. I like to dress. Photography. I'm big into photography.
Okay.
I'm on the yearbook committee staff, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I just like being outside. I don't like being. I'm not a homebody.
Yeah.
I just like being outside. Whatever.
Yeah. You outside?
To a certain degree.
Yeah.
No, to a certain degree. To a certain degree.
I mean, outside is you know. I used to love going outside when I was younger. Like there was no, you know, you're divided now. You have some kids that are gonna be on their phone at home in their room, and you have some kids that are gonna be outside. I think you got to be able to be, and what I applaud about you is that to be able to speak, to be able to hold your own and be able to have a conversation with all types of individuals will make it better for your situation. Because when you go outside, you go win fans. You go win. You get opportunity to go present yourself and win people over. So I think that's key. You know what I mean? Is to being able to be able to, because you can social network. But I think you do your best work when you actually go impress the flesh.
Touch hands.
You know what I mean? Touch hands. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope. Keep doing that, because that's nobody gonna be a better promoter of you than you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's dope. So 15, you're in the 10th grade. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So college. Or is it just skill set? I mean, what are we thinking about college? Are we just like, hey, you know, it's really just you gonna ride the roller coaster of music?
I'm thinking about college. I'm not a big school person.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna say if. Let me see how to word this. When music does take off, I want to have like backup careers. So I thought about going into like the sports industry, like journalism, all of that.
Yeah.
And then tech. I'm big in tech. Like
okay.
I ain't gonna say too much on camera, but you know, hacking and coding and all of that stuff.
You're a hacker.
Come on, hacker.
You mean?
Don't get no scammer now. You know what it means now. Hold on now.
Immediately you said scammer.
So you talk about journalism. As to my understanding, don't you have a podcast you're working on with your mom's Deuce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So basically, the idea behind it was to have conversations with my mom that other girls, boys don't get to have with their parents, like, or if they're not comfortable enough to say it. Because I don't care. I tell my mama everything. Like,
I like that. I
literally don't care. Because
shout out to mama.
She gonna know. Either she already know or she gonna find out.
Yeah,
so I might as well just go and tell her, get it out the way. Now my dad, on the other hand,
that's a beautiful thing.
Listen to that.
Take notes.
Take notes. But your dad, on the other hand, what about? You tell you. Wait a minute. I was with you. Now wait a minute.
I was with you for a minute.
Now you're not telling the dad.
What about daddy?
He know the bare minimum. He know like.
Mama
you know how like when you get in trouble or something and you tell your side, you tell your side, but you don't tell the other part. Yeah, that's how it is. Like and then you make up a lie about your side to make the other person look bad.
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, that's kind of
I always tell the truth,
right
even when I lie.
I'm finna pray. I got daughters stressing me out.
Listen.
but it's always weird.
I get it. No, listen, I think as long as you can speak clearly and transparent with at least one of your parents to be able to speak to, that's a W. You know what I mean? That's a W. And I think he'll get it secondhand, and that's what most dads do.
What's needed?
Because she gonna go back and tell him.
Some stuff I might not need to know.
Yeah, some things you might not even need to deal with. But I think that's great, the podcast of having, uncomfortable conversations, and being able to discuss, maybe unpopular truths, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's really cool. I applaud that with you and your mom. And I see your mom's really your backbone with helping you push your career.
Come on, Mama.
I think that's great, first of all. I think that's great because, my mom, bless her soul, she was like that too. You know what I mean? Like, and my dad too, they definitely pushed me to do it, even if it wasn't the norm or, okay, go to school, go to college. Everybody's not going to be cut out for doing that, but do understand that trade and skills pay the bills. You know what I mean? So long as you got a trade and skill, you're going to be all right. You know what I mean? So I respect that. So when is single dropping?
November 10th.
November the 10th.
Go get that.
November the 10th.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry,
Big Arie.
not sorry.
November 10th, man.
Big Arie.
Big Arie.
Go get it, man.
Go get it. It's right here. Here's
Right
the
here,
cover.
man. What's the website? What you got?
www.arielittle.com. Make sure you spell my name right. Make sure you add that E. Don't forget that E.
It's Arie Little.
Yes.
The Big Arie.
Big Arie. Big Arie. Big
even
motion.
Though this Arie
Everything
Little right
got
here.
me big.
Okay.
Hey, man.
It's immediately yes.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
We're going to slide out right now, and we're sorry. We're not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Big Arie.
Arie Little.
Kinfolk.